last, and off we go here in the wild card round. Now increase here as he's past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. They're going to get this out to Chase. Down the left sideline. Jamar Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 57 yards. And the Bengals will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Through the contact. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Willis. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. A good decision in the end to pull and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
They hold it to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Let's go.
To throw, here's Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The shotgun snap to Willis. Here's a diving catch right side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now Willis. He'll dump this off to Ochan. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, 11, Thomas. Stop.
They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. First right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a 2nd and 10. Willis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Willis will look to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Willis. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Running right, here's Brown. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
3rd down, here's Brown. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Come on.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Second down and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Willis out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Now Willis. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one. Willis looking to throw it.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 28-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be fourth down. Willis looks to pass it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Willis wants to pass it again. Touchdown! 2-2 at 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's already across the 45 to the 46.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
We'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. It's complete to Brown, right side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he's down inside the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Bengals.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Gun. 12. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andre Yoshivas, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Willis looking to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Crackle 80.
Now Willis to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
To throw, here's Willis. Throw caught by Achane. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready.
Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Willis. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Daxton Hill flips it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Stop.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
11 Thomas. Big 13. Big 13. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that one. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Willis takes the snap. They're going for it. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The drive starts with a run from H.A. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Start. Let's go.
Play action. Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now Willis. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready? Hawk, step, cup 19, trap 60, trap 60.
They do go for this. Here's Willis. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. And that nearly the first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long. And
he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now Willis to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw, here's Willis. This one thrown underneath to Ochan. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a yard.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. This will be caught at about the 3. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Ochan is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Ochan once more. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11. Here we go. Stop. 180. Race hard. 12. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Bengals 49, Dolphins 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
And Burrow going to throw again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
18 Rattler, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
56-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Go.
Shotgun snap to Willis. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, Scott. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Willis out of the gun. Shakes off the sack. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Willis. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Willis, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Here we go, here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
That's good.
Well, Barton, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow on play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook. There's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Here we go.
At the 13-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple of players talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First down.
Ready?
First and 10.
H.N. here, they stay on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A run straight ahead with H.N. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night,